me erasing my memory or England making me do it. Dad did. A few years after that, before the millennium, probably about 95 or 96, my daughter showed up at the place in Grand Junction. They came down to see me. I was out somewhere. I was working. I was driving a truck. So I was gone. No, I came home. I was out doing something. I was out partying with my friends back when I used to drink a lot. And I didn't come home drunk. Not that time. My dad said, your daughters were here. They came by for a visit, but they had to leave. I said, I don't have any daughters. He says, yes, you do. So they erased my memory, which really, really upsets me. To this day, it still upsets me. 'Cause yeah, it did work. I mean, that hit just works and stuff and everything. And things happen and you don't remember. It's not fair to do to somebody that. I think what happened was I was drinking so much back in the early 90s, late 90s, that it might have been 2000. I don't know. I just know it happened. I know she came down to the bowling alley when she was 13, 14. And I said, let's go ahead and talk about this, find out what's going on. And she said, she laughed, she walked out saying, as much as I want you in my life, I don't want you like that. I'm like, what the hell? I don't even know what I said. And everybody in that bowling alley knew what had happened to me. They're like, Steve doesn't remember, Stevie doesn't remember. I can imagine what they had to go through, especially to want me in their life like that. Now I'm starting to remember. I don't remember bad stuff. I don't remember a lot of, you know, Saratoga project. I choose not to. I have dreams of it. Yeah, I talk to some of my friends in my dreams sometimes. People don't realize that stuff's real. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It's so cute. I put the heater up there, and they're up there looking at it. But it's just kind of rough to live and remember after forgetting because it's so harsh on me, so hard on me. My life wasn't the way it should have been. So I have Randy and the cats now. Eventually, we're gonna hook up again. I don't know if it's gonna be this summer. I don't know if it's gonna be next summer. I don't know if it's gonna be because of music. I don't know if it's gonna be because of me. I don't know if it's gonna be because of Charles. Uh, don't get me wrong. I was upset when I left. I wish I never done that. I wish I never said. That's one of those things I'd never forget. And as a cousin, I should be open. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how this thing goes down. Right now, perfectly happy living with Randy. I've got the cats when he's gone, and now I have my memories. Some of the dreams are downright awful. Some are quite pleasant. Uh, so when they talk about this new technology that's been out for thousands of years, I just laugh and go, okay, guys, remember. I don't drink a whole lot of color, and I don't put a whole lot of stuff in these drinks. Not like I used to. I kind of put a little here, put a little there. And I move along. I've remembered what had happened, so I'm kind of upset again. There's not much I could do it but sit here and go through the process of it. I ain't going anywhere. I ain't gonna jump off a bridge. Dad told me a while back, he said, don't jump off a bridge. Because if you do, you'll probably survive anyway. Yeah, what the hell does that mean? Yeah, the fetus stuff. It's one of the cutest videos I've ever taken. Cat chasing the popcorn. I have to redo it again. He used to. I had the first lid of this that I ever took off. Stuck. And I couldn't get it off, so I've been taking the scissors and cutting and stuff. Now that I know that it's not stuck and it comes off, I just pull it. That was the easiest one that ever came off. I want to know the truth. I think I'm gonna buy a car. But first, I gotta pay for my attorney. The attorney's $483 a month. I need to call those guys too. I think I'll call them first. Yeah, Stephen Pruitt, and how are you today? I said Stephen Pruitt, and how are you today? Pruitt, P-R-U-E-T-T. Did you say Stephen Furry? No. I'm in Craig, Colorado, and our cell phone service is terrible. First of all, thank you for helping me. I got another one of those Alley Bank letters, and I was talking to your guy the first time, and I told him my story and everything else, and I totally agree with you guys because all this stuff that happened to me was all fraud. Honestly, I did some digging in some of my old paperwork. The total is $380,000 what they hit me for. Isn't that ridiculous? So anyway, I was an English brat born in America, so that's what happened. But anyway, I got another letter from Alley Bank, and I thought it was the guy that repoed the car the first time, and that it was $33,000 on the car. I spent 36,000 trying to pay it off, and they didn't accept any of the money. It just went into another account. So anyway, Wells Fargo got in trouble for that. Alley Bank got in trouble for that. They've all been sued for it. I was working with the legacy law, and I realized that they weren't what I really needed. When I found you guys, I was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." So I told him my rather crazy story and everything else, but I got another letter from Allie that says I owe $12,000, so they cut it in half. And I was kind of wondering why they're doing that. I mean, then I realized, okay, now the guy from Bulldog lives around the corner. That car stayed there for 6 months while I fixed it. Like I told the guy, I had a dream. I was talking to one of my friends over there in Hayden, the gas station, which is like about 50 miles away. And I told him, I said, I no, it's only about 30 miles away. I had a dream that, you know, I oh, I told your other buddy this. I married my husband and ended up pregnant. So the reason why I don't go travel, it's so comical. I walked into the store, Walmart, and I told one of my friends, I said, I know what you guys are thinking. She goes, what's that? I said, it finally happened to a boy. No, I married Princess Diana, and I got a hold of her. They said she died I left England in '94. I was her bodyguard. I was Diana's secret slide. It's no secret anymore. They finally messed up. But anyway, I called her up, talked to her for a while, and I said, if I would have known you were my cousin, I would have never married you. She goes, no, me neither. So, Mike Wilderby, right? From the Sina group? I figured out that Carlos Santana was my cousin. Now, I found out that later on that I'm technically a frog, right? Kind of. So I started my first year's stories with a frog that I picked up at the lake, and I made uh, Facebook laugh to the point of 9.8 billion views. But being a bodyguard and all that other stuff, you get a lot of attention. and, and anyway, what happened was I went into the store and I told her I want to know how I ended the frog story, and then I'll let you go to work on what we need to do. I I walk into the store. I tell the story of the frog for years. It went on for 20 years. Walked into to the park, picked up the frog, put it in my pocket. Lady had come and go. I made this whole story up and said that, hey, I don't. She goes, where's your frog? I said, I'm all grown up now. I don't need a frog. I said, ma'am, is that a frog in your pocket? Are you happy to see me? You want to hear my latest funny? It's really short. I'll tell you anyway. Then we can get working on this. It's like one-eyed Willie, hemorrhoids, and a baby. What do they all have in common? Same daddy. One comes after three. Welfare. Usually when I tell that story, Randy's around. He's daddy. It's all his fault. So I told everybody I slept through conception. I going to tell everybody I slept through delivery. So anyway, this whole thing is just nuts. I mean, the whole thing about life, we're all supposed to love each other and everything else. And it's like being a bodyguard. I told Joe, uh, Biden at the beginning of his presidency when he started screwing up and said, Joe, you can't do that. Watch the weather, watch the people, watch how everybody treats you. I was going to be Donald's VIP or VP, and so I went down there to talk to him and everything else. He's another one of my cousins. And when I found out everything that was going on, I didn't want to do it. Now, my husband said, if you do that, I'm going to divorce you. And I said, okay, well, I went down there to see him. And the dummy didn't even tell him, bring me the paperwork. Now, I go in there and I tell these people, I said, you guys realize I'm a federal marshal, right? He goes, yeah, we know that. But you can't go in without this paperwork. I said, I can, but tell Donald I'm not going to do this. So I drive all the way down there. This is like this year when he was in Sandy. I drove all the way down there. I drove all the way back. Yeah, about 6 or 7 or 8. I don't even know what how far along I am because I was keeping track of that stuff. I didn't think it would work anyway. Well, I kind of knew it would. But anyway, to make a long story short, I ended up with you guys, and it's funny how they cut that in half. Cut that in half. I mean, I should be. Yes. How do I do that? Because I am, not the most tech, uh, technological person on this stuff. But I've been doing these. I've been doing. I've been. Okay. 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 Perfect. But anyway, I appreciate you. But I started thinking about it. Like, saying, you're right. I mean, $483 right now is a lot of money. But I'm going to call the bank, and the bank is supposed to. I have two trusts. I have one with Diana. I have another one with another cousin of mine that I haven't even looked at. Now, I paid in 2021, my trust paid 65 trillion in taxes. And this year we only paid 23. Isn't that nuts? I mean, you know, this nothing of it is the money at the end of the day, at the end of in the bank. What good is it? It's worthless till you spend it. So anyway, I tell William. I said if I was to go ahead. Oh, I one more funny story. You're gonna love this one. Can I do it? Give me 15, 20 seconds. I took Jeff Bezos' training program. Now, when Elizabeth died, Bezos started badmouthing her. And Bezos and I thought was a pretty decent friend, but he never gave me any of the. I hit Tesla for 45,000. He didn't give me that one. The last one was Walmart for 16,000. I hit it for 21. So that was like $85,000 that he just took me from me because he didn't want to give it to me. So he's all bad mouthing Elizabeth. To Jeff, that's my grandma you're talking about. He goes, oh, sorry. He's a good guy, but I don't think he took it. I think he can't. His organization got so big that he can't control everybody. I will. Okay. No, you guys taking care of everything else, but they were pretty much with the other people. But I mean, I agree. When okay, one more quick thing I need to know. I lost my train of thought. Shoot. Um. Oh shoot. Um. I'll send it in the email if I remember what it was. But I usually later on remember. But I got these side hustles and stuff like that I'm probably able to make money. Oh, it's about your payment. I get a check in the bank the 16th, and it should uh, go through the 17th. When do you have me send in the check over? It's $483. And trust me, it's okay, perfect. Um, I was going to take a loan, but I don't want to do it. I think if I get my accounts, I was going to pay it off, but I think I'm going to let you guys do it. I want to see what you do because I love your thought process. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be going in there stealing my money because I'm a Royal English brat and I didn't want anything to do with it. And my sister kind of got greedy and the whole family's been impostered. I'm the only one living. Oh, the other thing is, if I need an attorney on this trust case, would you guys be interested in it? Okay, there's a couple more things you need to know. Uh, there's a couple more things you need to know, and then I'll let you go. It's about mom. Mom was abused at the nursing home. But my friend was working for Homeland Security that we were pretty tight. He turned around and wrote a lawsuit on it. It came $10 million in Penn Mutual lawsuit under Stephen Pruitt's name. It was $10 million. You know what I got out of that? 1,685. Now I was working with Prime, and I made almost $1 million with them. I made about $800,000. I left because of gender dysphoria problems. But I go to Swift, and when Swift figured out his my Dennis's was my dispatcher, then it became Larry. And Dennis's kid was giving me a hard time. And when they figured out what my situation, they changed all the bathrooms and put male and female in there. They said, "What do you think?" I said, "I think that's very nice and thank you very much, but you didn't have to do that. I could take care of myself." And Dennis's son is, "Oh yeah, there goes my next wife." I said, "Okay, what number would I be? If you're number 6 or 7, forget about it. If you're 3 or 4, I'll think about it. But if I'm number 2, I might walk over and give you a kiss. What do you think?" He said, "You're not going to be kissing me anytime soon." I'm a I'm a comedian, and I wrote a song about a kid I had never had. We called him September June, and I wrote it one time, and I sang it one time that lit up Facebook. It was really hard for me to sing because I kind of thought about it and thinking about it. September June was basically the story of my life before I even wrote it. I didn't realize it. I've got this songbook out. I'm getting ready to run some books through the internet and everything else, and I could make $13, $15 pop on it. But it's not the money that gets to me because honestly, royalties screwed me up. I mean, if it wasn't for being a royal brat, I would have never had my problems, and I would have never had all that damn money that I don't know what to do with. I'm happy living in a trailer with my husband. If we're happy, leave it alone. And if you love somebody, what else do you need? I mean, besides, our government's getting ready to try to bankrupt us. It's just so funny to watch these guys. I'll let you go, but anyway, isn't it a funny story? I know a lot of things that people don't know. I get on my Facebook and YouTube channel, and I sit down when I get lonely, like I was before. I gotta call the bank sometime this week, and I don't want to do it. But I'll sit there and I'll tell everybody what happened, and I'll tell them about a case that I did and everything. I didn't go around blowing stuff up and everything else when I was a diplomat. I went out, figured out what everybody wanted, what everybody needed, and solved the problems. I mean, we don't need to be at war. What are we doing? What are these guys thinking? Nobody wins. It's terrible. Sorry, but anyway, it just pisses me off. You can tell. Thank you very much. Sorry, but thank you for the giggles and thank you for your time. If you get on my YouTube and Facebook, you get to hear some crazy stories and you get to hear me sing. Thank you very, very much, and I'll give you guys anything that comes through the mail, but that's the only thing that's come through. Also, I can't get a hold of my social media stuff. Is that you guys or is that somebody else? Okay, I'll fix that then. I just didn't know. I wanted to call, and that's why I called. But anyway, thank you very much. It's good, nice to meet you, and thank you for your help. I really appreciate you. Thank you. So bye. It's Mrs. Piggy. My driver's license is Mrs. Stephen Paul Pruitt. Thank you. Bye. Hi. I called the attorney service, and I told her my story, and I had her giggling. She thought that was really funny. She also said that they would help me if I get into any legal services. They'll represent me. Pretty cool, huh? Well, it's gonna clean up my credit and everything else, and then it's only a couple years, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, just thought I'd let you know. Um, I'm not gonna call the bank right now. I don't really want to know. I'll call a little bit later. So I'm cooking everything, but yeah, I know. Sorry, I just miss you. Okay, I won't bother you.